Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we'll be discussing a topic that has gotten quite a bit more attention these days. Comets, the fireballs in the night sky, as well as some more details on a comet that is passing by our planet right now as we speak. So what are comets? Well, comets, although looking much like slow-passing fireballs to us in the night sky, are actually quite the opposite of a fireball. Comets are frozen bits of gases, dust, rocks, and ice clumped together as leftovers from the other celestial objects that formed billions of years ago. Often these objects will become more visible when they fall into a gravitational orbit around a star in various trajectories. Depending on the gravitational pull of the star, as well as the speed of the approaching comet, its trajectory could become very elliptical around the star, or it could take the shape of a parabola or even a hyperbola, in which the star acts only as an alterer of the original direction the comet was heading in, failing to capture the comet in an orbit. Sometimes, comets will slam directly into a star and dissipate seemingly out of existence. These comets would never be seen again by said solar systems. In our solar system, the current known number of comets is 3,743. However, there could be billions more orbiting the Sun within the Kuiper Belt, or even as far out as the Oort cloud. As these comets get closer to our Sun, they accelerate in speed, as well as heat up and spew gases and dust into a glowing head that can be larger than the planets at times, forming a tail that stretches millions of miles. This is a process called sublimation, in which the solid ice heats very quickly into water vapor, as well as other previously frozen gases of carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide, spewing out into the cosmic snowball's distinctive tail. So what makes up a comet? A comet is composed of a nucleus, a coma, a hydrogen envelope, a dust tail, and sometimes an ion tail too. A comet's nucleus is the solid core of the object, which is made up of frozen molecules including water, carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, methane, and ammonia. This nucleus is thought to be an average of 6 miles across. Next is the coma, which is the surface level ice on the comet that heats up in sublimation that we just discussed, surrounding the nucleus with a size often 1,000 times larger than the actual nucleus. Even larger than that is the hydrogen envelope, which is a large cloud of over 6 million miles worth of hydrogen atoms. This hydrogen envelope increases in size as the comet gets closer to stars. The potential tails of a comet are a dust tail and an ion tail. The main difference between these two tails is what they're made of and what direction they point in. A dust tail, made up of dust and other sublimed particles, is often a whitish color that spews out in the opposite direction in which the comet is moving towards. An ion tail, made of electrically charged ions, is often a bluish color and always points away from the star that is heating it up. Also, both of these tails get larger as a comet gets closer to a star. Every so often, these comets may pass by the Earth, blessing us all with the chance to see something new in the starry night sky. Some comets that you, or maybe your parents and grandparents, may be familiar with are the following. Halley's Comet, the most well-known of the comets, consistently passes by our planet on its 76-year journey around the Sun, having last passed us by in 1986. This comet will be visible once again in 2061. Another more recent comet that traveled by our world was C/1995-01, otherwise known as the Hale-Bopp comet, which was a ginormous comet that had a 37-mile-long nucleus, which was visible to the naked eye for 18 whole months from 1996 to 1997, an object that simply could not be missed while looking upon the night sky. Now for the comet that hogs all the attention today, bearing the splendidly pronounceable name of C/2022 E3 ZTF, which is a rare green comet that will be closest to the Earth on February 1st, 2023. So make sure to keep an eye out for it then, if you intend on seeing it. For the last time this comet made an appearance by this planet was 50,000 years ago, during the times of the early Homo sapiens and Neanderthals. No one yet knows when or even if this comet will pass us by again in the distant future. So I encourage you all to take a look upon the night sky, as there's a good chance you'll never see this comet again once it's gone. Under clear weather conditions with minimal light pollution, this comet should be visible to the naked eye. I advise looking for a green glow to the north just after sunset. You can also specifically locate the comet using most astronomy sky tracking apps. By January 30th, the comet will travel east near the constellation Camelopardalis, which is the optimal place to see this comet. However, around February 10th, it will move even more to the east, close to Mars in our night sky, which could potentially make it easier to pinpoint. Alas, I hope this info can be of use to all who desire to glance upon a novel spectacle up above. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and hitting that subscribe button with the notification bell on. To learn more about comets, see the links to the research I used for this video in the description. If there are other ideas you'd like to see covered in a future video, please leave it in the comments below. Have a great day, everyone, and remember to stay curious.